Hi, in this lesson we're going to be looking at the introduction to algebra. Now, algebra is actually a language that uses letters to stand for numbers. Now, letters can be, for example, A or B or C or X or Y and so on and so on. So there's various, all of the letters of the alphabet can actually be used. And when it comes to numbers, well, any number in the numbers can be used. So 1, 2, 5, 7, and you can have any number to stand for a letter. Now, before we get too involved with algebra, I'm sure you recognize something like this when you were in year 2 or 3. You had to find what is something added to 7 is equal to 10. So if we wrote that, we could say something, which is in this box over here, add 7 is 10. So we could now solve that. So what is the something that we need to add to 7 to give us 10? And obviously our answer there is going to be 3. So the something is in fact 3. So similarly, we could say something take away 2 equals 12, which can be written like this. So something, which is in that square, take 2 is 12. And so we could solve this little problem. What is the something taking away 2 to equal 12? And we know that that would have to be 14. 14 take away 2 is equal to 12. Now, we're often asked questions like this in our mathematics. So Jane said, if you add 4 to my age, you would get 12. And we want to know what is Jane's age. So using all of this information in here, we can actually rewrite it into a sum. And we can say, first of all, if I add 4 to my age, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 4 added to whatever my age is going to be, and it must equal 12. So just having a look at where did I find the 4. So I found the 4 is over here. If you add 4 to my age, you will get 12, and there's the 12 over there, but we've got to find an age. We've got to find whatever this is in this box over here. So 4 add something is equal to 12. What do we add to 4 to give us 12? We will add 8. Well done, and therefore 8 will be our answer. And therefore Jane's age is in fact the 8, or 8 years old. Alright, so from what we've learnt previously, we're going to use the square to represent what needs to be found, and we can also use the add, subtract, multiply, or the divide sign together with the equal sign to write down what we need to do. So the first question we're going to have a look at here is, I am a number. When I am multiplied by 4, the answer is 16. So we need to find out what number am I. Put the video on pause, give it a go, and then come back when you're ready to see if you got it right. Alright, so the first thing I'll do, what number am I when I am multiplied by 4? So something multiplied by 4, and the answer must be 16, equals 16. So I've used my square box, which is up there, my multiplication, my number multiplied by 4, which is that one over there, equals or is, and 16 is that one over there. And therefore we know, if we know our times tables anyway, 4 multiplied by 4 is 16, so the square is actually going to be 4, and we would have got that one right. Alright, well, question 2, 6 added to John's weight is 30 kilograms. And question 3, Mia's age plus 12 is 30. How about giving these a go? Put the video on pause and come back when you're ready to see if you got them right. Alright, well, 6 added to, we don't know what John's weight is, so I'm going to put the box over there, is or equals 30. And all we now need to do is find out what this is here. So we could say 30 subtract 6 and that would give us 24. Alright, so we can actually put the answer in there as 24, or you might already know what the box is going to be, because you know that 6 added to 24 is going to give you 30. So there's a couple of ways you could do that one. So you could say 30 subtract 6 and that gives you 24, or you could say 24 add 6 and that'll give you 30. So either way of those would be correct. Well done. Having a look at our third question over here. So Mia's age, so we don't know what Mia's age is, so that we're going to put a box there, plus the 12 is or equals 30. Once again, we could say 30 subtract 12 to give us our answer. So 0 take away 2 we can't do. We have to borrow from the 3, so that becomes a 2, and that's 10. So 10 take away 2 gives us the 8, and 2 take away 1 gives us 1. Therefore, Mia's age must be 18, and that would be correct. And we could quickly check that that was in fact correct by saying 18 add 12, and 8 plus 2 is 10, and 1, 2, 3 gives us 30, and that would be correct. So this over here is just a little quick self-check, make sure that we got our calculations correct. And that's pretty much all there is really to the introduction to algebra.